and welcome everyone to the. I'm just going to do the season 1 of Modok. I'm not going to say what episode it is because we had to miss a week for reasons that don't matter to anyone else. It's no one's fault to apologize for. I wasn't even going to say it, so I'm still not. So people can, just sit there and kind of play back.
Let them guess. Yes.
You will get a no prize if you get it right. So yeah, essentially it's just going to be episodes 3 to 10 of MODOK season 1, because judging by the ending, there's definitely going to be a season 2. I'd hope.
For sure.
Because I will fully admit, as this went on, I think episode 4 might be my favorite one. Might be my favorite. But before I get into that, I am Mitch. You can follow me on Twitter at Mitch692, and of course I'm joined by Sean.
Hey, you can join me at Marvin the Martian _12 on Instagram. And that's it.
So there we go. So yeah, episode 4 I think might have been the peak of this.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%. It's literally obscure references.
Yeah.
But
well, that's the whole show.
They weren't. I know, but they weren't there gratuitously. It's like they actually were there for everything. Was there for a reason. You obviously had your little name drops from other things, but like for the most part, it's there. It's like wow, everything actually plays a part here, and it's all really obscure, and I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, it was the saddest one.
R.I.P.
Yeah. He didn't deserve to go that way.
I love how like a lot of the like they bring in like the Melter and the Screaming Mimes and all that stuff, man. It's genius.
Was it Screaming Mimi?
Not Screaming Mimi, but
I say it's just like armadillo pound cakes. I want to say it's Anger.
Anger, yeah, I think that's it.
Or something like that. I can't remember his name. He was the.
He screams a lot. So.
Yeah.
Very obscure, hippie-looking guy.
Obviously, you had the Melter as well. You had Tenpin, which Jesus Christ. I adored that.
I mean, I think whether you like the series or not, I love those. Like, I think for me, it was like what other TV show are you gonna get these characters? Like the characters, I love the use of the characters. I still love the animation, and it still kills me. I love it, man. And I love Patton Oswalt, anyways.
I say Oswald carries this show. Like a lot of it, I think. If you like that style of humor, I think it's a really damn good show. If you're kind of a bit on it, a lot of it, you're probably looking at about 50-50. Like I think half of it does fall flat, half of it is really funny. But it's still, Oswald carries it enough to. Yeah, I mean, I finished the show, and I can honestly say I'd watch season 2 if and when that happens. So it did something right for me. Because I watched them all last night. I thought, no, I'm going to have them fresh in my mind for tomorrow. And it was like, it felt like a sudden shift in quality from the first 3, from 4 onwards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if that's just me being like really down on the first 3, or if it's just genuinely, it just shut up, because I don't know. But I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think when the story kind of kicks in, I think that's when it's really at its most enjoyable. The family thing. I love the family aspect of it. There's just like, and I feel like it reminds me of like the Robot Chicken type stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just Robot
gags
Chicken
here and there,
Yeah, and it's Robot Chicken in a Marvel scheme. Like it felt like one long, like a Robot Chicken movie. Sort of thing.
And I almost feel like that's how they pitched it, probably. So
it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest, to be honest. It wouldn't surprise
like Robot Chicken Marvelized, But like, I think out of all the shows that were like supposed to come out with this, I think this probably would work the most, because I don't know where Tigra and Dazzler would even fit into this whole thing, man. I think this is so two obscure characters that don't have anything to do with it, and like. I think
it's one of those. I was really excited for all of those shows, like the Hit Monkey, the Howard the Duck, and Tigra and Dazzler. Like I was looking forward to seeing what actually, because they were supposed to all connect to the Offenders, weren't they?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that would have worked with unless they were all this sort. Like, obviously, you could do different animation styles, so that you can like cross it over easy enough. But just to see how that would have worked, and what Hitmonkey would have been. No, it's Tigra and Dazzler was the one. I was like, I have no idea what these two are doing together or how this fits in, but I kind of want to know.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of Silver and Black with Sony. It's like I know what Sony's like. I don't want that movie.
I don't know what to expect from this, but I'm okay with it.
Like keep that movie away. But like this show is kind of like those two with all of these. What's the idea here? And I was intrigued. But yeah, I kind of is Modok the only one of those coming out?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw someone the other day and there's like, oh, Hitmonkey's still supposed to come out, and I'm just like, since when? I thought Hitmonkey.
From what I know, I don't think that's good. I think that's gonna be not gonna happen.
Yeah, I was surprised when someone said it. I'm not sure if it's just a case of missing the boat on a bit of news, or if just like I missed something. But I know it's a shame that those other three weren't gonna make it out. But hey, it's the world we live in. We've gone from losing those to gaining stuff like What If. So I'm not really gonna complain because What If starts next week, I think, and I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, you're muted, aren't you? I take it you're muted for a reason.
Yes, sorry about that.
I was like, I'm pretty sad.
Yeah, I don't know. I think after to get back into the Hitmonkey thing or Howard the Duck thing, I don't know how people like. I think I read one of the scripts that was supposed to come out, and I don't think anybody would have liked that. It was
really?
Like, yeah, I mean, it was very. I don't know. Maybe it would have hit.
Howard the Duck was the Kevin Smith one, wasn't it?
I was gonna say like that. It was very Kevin Smith.
See, I loved Kevin Smith when I was younger. Giant Silent Bob Reboot is okay. I haven't seen Masters of the Universe yet. I'm probably going to check it out because people are raving about it. That are like massive man babies going on about women. It's like I don't know. I think with that, unless he's learned from the whole Hitmonkey thing, I think in my brain, Masters of the Universe is an indicator of kind of like how it might have gone, not like plot wise or anything, but just like quality wise.
Yeah, I don't know.
Going from that like that to this, and it's just like, is that what I've missed out on with the Hitmonkey thing, or how the Duck thing? Is like, I don't know.
I mean, I love Kevin Smith. Like, he's like, it's kind of spotty for me. I'm probably one of the few people that like Tusk and Red State.
Never seen Tusk.
Interesting. It's very interesting. But I think after the Master of the Universe thing, I think maybe it could have worked. I don't know, because like it just seemed to me at the time kind of like way over wordy and like a lot of dialogue and like I mean,
so just generally Kevin Smith.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like it could have been just like that's the first draft of whatever it was, and it's just because it got stopped pretty early in the process, so it's like it could have been just that that being the first.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
But you never know. I mean, like after the success of Masters of the Universe, you never know what's gonna happen. Like
I say, I'd love to have like Smith and Bernard and come on for something Marvel, just like spring a month.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said that like I love Mark Bernard's stuff. He's got an interest because I read some of his like original comics.
Yeah.
Recently, and like he's got. I mean, even listen to the podcast. I mean, like he's more of that brings that like Kevin Smith down, and kind of like
he's the yin to Smith's yang. Like kind of individually, I don't know how they'd work, but together they work.
Yeah, I mean, there's you can have a lot of. I think a lot of Kevin Smith is just like, how much can you take before you go, oh, I can't do this anymore, because like, I mean, you look at his movies, like with the exception of Clerks, I think it's just like he overdoes himself a lot, and like he gets too excited about something.
But I feel that's like Robot Chicken though. It's how much Robot Chicken can you take?
Yeah, I mean that is true.
They might have fumbled the start of this series for me, but I think by the end they got it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to sit here and rave about Mo. I don't think it's the best thing ever, but I found enjoyment out of that show.
What I felt about the show was like it might not have been great, but it was interesting to see like other takes like of these characters, and like I don't know, it just seems a lot different from everything else that they're putting out. That's probably why it interests me the most, because it was just like.
And I think that's probably the biggest bummer that I've got for all of them. It's like if they would have all been so wildly different, and then some like, you had the Offenders series, like, I think that's something you can't. That's a bit needed.
Yeah.
Not to say that everything's the same, but it's like just having that like more variety and everything. It's like that.
I mean,
it could have been great. I don't know if it would have been great or not, but no.
You never know. I mean, like, stuff could be brought back, if the popularity of this show, kicks in,
because Modok's clearly canon.
Yeah.
There's no arguing what's canon now. Like, all these multiverse eyes, which I don't know how you deny a multiverse. There's literally a visualization of it at the end of Loki. I don't know how you deny it. It's right there, plain as day.
I don't know how people.
A one line to a web. Like, I don't. It's fine. It's fine. But who knows?
Yeah, you never know, man.
Yeah. The Wonder Man episodes are great though. That whole thing with the book and just using him. Oh, I loved it.
The funny thing is like, okay, now everybody's got the Nathan Fillion Wonder Man.
Yeah. I don't know if you should, I shouldn't take this version as how he would have played Wonder Man, because obviously it's a different, like,
silly.
It's not Wonder Man for starters. He's wildly out of Wonder Man character, but it's just like, I don't know if I want Nathan Fillion as Wonder Man. This show's kind of put me off of it.
I think it's kind of the truth for every character that shows up in the show. Like Iron Man is like,
it's John Hamm, isn't it?
John Hamm, yeah.
I'd love to see John Hamm. Out of everyone, like, give me Patton Oswalt and John Hamm Iron Man from the show in live action. I absolutely need that.
Yeah, I love that. I love his take on the character. It's funny.
Like, hey, reverse Space Jam it. Bring the animated into the real world, and we'll do it that way. It'd be fantastic.
Sounds easy.
It's a piece of piss. Like, no. No, I loved his Iron Man. I thought he was great.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
What was your favorite episode out of 10?
I don't know. I mean, I liked the episode 4 too. I thought it was like pretty solid. It's just I kind of, to me, I kind of like bits and pieces of every episode. Like, I don't think I can't pin. If I had to pinpoint, it would be episode 4, probably my all-around favorite. But like the biggest thing is like they're so short in runtime. It's like even the bad episodes is like one done. Like it's
I think they're a good length. They're absolutely
it's perfect.
Like, 20 minutes is right. Yeah,
perfect length. But I think episode 4 is like probably my all-around favorite because it was just fun.
I'd say it was a bit of a sidetrack, but I think it was definitely by far the strongest one.
Yeah.
By far. Just the score. They had the bar with no name. How can you not like the bar?
Yeah. Like, what was that episode with all the and it's like a creature that is like, oh man, I'm blanking, that makes people stupid or something like that.
creature that makes people stupid?
Maybe it wasn't stupid. It was just
Are you
like
thinking the little green turtles?
Yeah, the Green Turtles. Yeah.
That was from episode 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Then they get brought back for the bar mitzvah.
Yeah, I love that. The funnest thing about this show is like almost every character is actual characters from the comics. You know that you're just even.
I'll say aren't the only new characters the family?
The family, yeah.
The family in what's his face? Who's working for Hexus?
Yeah, I can't remember the name.
It's the Google Dubro guy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain him and just the family are the only new characters in the show. Or the original character, I should say. But when they revealed who the corporation is, I lost my crap. I was like, how did this work?
Oh yeah. I mean that was the biggest obscure reference in the whole show. You know, it's like the living corporation.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that's had one issue. But
it's so genius that it's like it takes a character that nobody knows about. Like literally, I don't think anybody ever knew about that character, and like kind of makes it like I mean, you could do anything with it because there's nothing.
Yeah.
You know, there's really no history. You know, there's no canon to the character. It just
as I said, I think it's literally just the one appearance of this thing, and it's in the complete alternate reality. It's
But it was such a great reference. I thought it was just like that's when you know that it must have been fun for Patton Oswalt just to go through a catalog of like characters. Like, can I use this? Can I use that? Can I, just pick and choose like. It must have been a fun day just to see him like look through the catalogs of
I was like the one thing that you can really tell from this show is that everyone loved it. Like no one felt like they were hammering it up or phoning it in. Like all the voice acting was great. You can just feel that people had fun making it.
Do you think this would have been? Do you think it's perfect for Hulu, or do you think it could have worked on Disney Plus?
I mean, for me, it is on Disney Plus. It's on the Stars, and it says a Stars original, but it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I guess that.
I think if it was speaking from a stateside perspective, I think Hulu is probably the best spot for it. I don't think it would have worked, especially like I don't know how the American Disney Plus goes, but if there's that defined separation between family friendly content and stuff like this, I think this wouldn't have worked Disney Plus. I don't think that would have gone over here where it's all in one. Then I think it's fine.
Yeah,
it works Disney Plus. But... Yeah, something else I was gonna bring up. Oh yeah, the whole plot with the time traveling kid Modok and how that went down.
Well, I mean, that's gonna be brought up next season too. Like that's gonna be.
I mean, I kind of hope so.
Yeah, it kind of like left the cliffhanger.
It's very strange. This and Loki are very similar shows.
I see it.
Very similar at least with how it all ends up, it's very similar concepts.
Could you imagine this showing up in like the multiverse of madness?
I hope to God. I need John Hammond pattern.
That'd be awesome.
I absolutely need it. No, just have John Hammond trying to sell back AIM. He doesn't want to.
I just like when Doctor Strange goes through that universe, he becomes that aesthetic is used.
I kind of hope they don't. I want the original Space Jam, not the new one. I don't want them merging in. I want them standing out. Just add to.
I don't know. Yeah, but I can't wait to What If next week. So.
I know I can't. I need What If. What if this was? What if Hitmonkey was made? There you go. That's a show. That's an episode.
Yeah.
What if Inhumans was a movie? There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What if? What
if people didn't flip their shit out of context images for superhero projects and
That's the what if I would like to do.
So people made me laugh. We're going to talk about that after this. Actually, I'm not going to talk about it here. Yeah. But I like the old cranky Modok who lost everyone.
Yeah.
I really want to see how that plot goes with that family because that's a bit of a yikes. for a show that was always like semi-dark, like, there's a lot of dark stuff in Red Hot Chicken. Like it got dark real quick at the end there. It's just like, oh, he actually let him kill it because he just wants everything. That went places.
Yeah.
All right. You got anything else to add about this?
Nah.
No.
Love the show. Watch it, guys.
Yeah. I'd agree. Like, definitely. If you don't think Robot Chicken's your thing, I still suggest checking it out. Give it till that 4th episode. If the 4th doesn't get you, then fair enough. Fair enough.
I say give it a chance, man.
Yeah, definitely. I've completely flipped on the first 3. It's like, yeah, no, it's good enough. It's good enough.
Yeah.
It's not a ringing endorsement, but I think more people should probably give it a shot.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, thanks everyone for joining. We'll be back next week with, I assume, just the first episode of What If.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I don't know. Or however many episodes they drop, I can't remember. I don't know if they've announced it or if I've just missed it.
I don't think they announced it yet. I don't think they have announced it anything.
So yeah, we'll be back next week. So goodbye.
Bye-bye.